It's been a little bit over 6 months now since we last reviewed the Misfit Vapor, but we're already getting its successor in the Vapor 2. It was just announced and we're getting our first look at it, but really makes you wonder if it's worth picking up. Now the first thing that really jumps at me here is the design. It's a minimalist looking smartwatch, but it actually has a lot of similarities to its predecessor. If you look at both side by side, you'll probably notice that the Misfit Vapor 2 kind of shares a lot of characteristics. You have a round face style design. This one here is the 46mm case. They do have a smaller one, a 41mm case. The display here is dominated by a 1.4-inch AMOLED screen. It looks good, wide viewing angles, punchy colors. I also like the fact that there is the crown on the side. There's a little bit of resistance to it, so it's great for scrolling as well. But the downside here is that because the display is flush against the bezel, it's just more prone to getting scratched if you rub it against other surfaces. So obviously it shares a very similar design to its predecessor, but there are two new features that differentiate this version. For starters, it features now a dedicated GPS, so it has better tracking in that regard, and also features NFC. Those are two things that you didn't find with the Misfit Vapor. But beyond that, we're a little bit bummed because it's running the Snapdragon Wear 2100 platform, so the older chipset versus the newer 3100 platform that Qualcomm announced not too long ago. And while it does seem to be fairly responsive, running different apps and just navigating around, we're kind of curious to see what its battery life is going to be because of this older chipset. It's running Wear OS, and honestly, there's nothing really different about it here versus other recent smartwatches. The only thing I could say here is that you have the Misfit watch face. That's an alternative if you don't want to use the other ones. It has the same minimalist styling as the watch's design, but beyond that, it's the same experience you're going to find. The Vapor 2 costs $250. That's a $50 increase versus the original Vapor from 6 months ago. So with that price difference, you're getting two big things. First of all, you have GPS, and secondly, you have NFC. So hopefully that kind of justifies the increase in price, but we're expecting a little bit more, maybe in terms of battery life and overall performance, and hopefully better tracking in terms of health and fitness. And that is it for a quick hands-on look here at the Misfit Vapor 2. If you guys want to learn more about it, you can check out our website, PhoneArena.com. This is John V, signing off.